Hey, what's up, Solarpreneurs? Just wanted to preview this episode. We did a live stream last week, and this is actually going to be a replay of that live stream. I did it with my friend Brent Attaway, who is a master at systems, at organization, at follow-ups. He's actually written a book on following up with your solar leads. But we did a live stream, and he's actually speaking at our upcoming event on April 17th. So I thought he had some great just nuggets in this live stream we did. So we are reposting it to the podcast. And at the end of it, he actually had a special offer for anyone that takes advantage of tickets, which we extended for the next 2 days. So go grab your ticket if you have not already to our boot camp coming up on April 17th. And you're going to get his $300 follow-up script package. And hope you enjoy this replay of the live stream. And make sure you tune in to next episode because we're having on Zyra Lawson. She's one of the top female reps in solar, made over $1 million last year in solar. So tune in to the next one, and let's jump into the podcast today. All right, we are live, baby. So I'm here with my good friend, Brent Attaway. What's up, Brent, for joining us live today?
That's good to be here.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing a little preview of the boot camp we got coming up. It's April 17th. And what I'm really excited about is we got people coming that are talking about how they get dozens and dozens of referrals. But what's really cool is Brent's going to come in. He's going to talk about how to use software, how to actually organize these referrals, how to follow up with them. Because I don't know if you've seen this, Brent, but I actually struggle more with the organization aspect and remembering to follow up with people than the actual getting the referrals. So is that what you see a lot too? Do you think that's a big problem?
Once you're getting customers and you have more than 3 customers, then it becomes a problem. You start thinking, we can get into that, but there's some issues behind why you don't get referrals as well. Personal issues. Nothing you can't fix though. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess just a quick introduction. I don't know if everyone knows this, but Brent was actually my boss. He was the guy that I reported to for about a year here in San Diego. He was running the dealer switch to solar back the good old days.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at my Facebook profile. I think I haven't even updated. I think it still says manager that switched to solar. So guess I got like an emotional attachment to that. You guys broke my heart.
Yep.
But no, we miss having you here, and I'm glad we still got to collaborate a little bit, and that's why I was stoked to have you agree to come speak at our event. So what are you most excited about, Brent? Do you want to give our listeners a little preview maybe of just what I know you've spoken at a lot of events now, but what can they expect to learn when they come see you at our referral boot camp coming up?
Yeah, what's really cool is I have yet to speak about this actually. So that's fun. It's new. It's a new topic. I've written about it. I've built systems behind it. We've implemented it. I've used it in several industries, not just solar, and it works. And there's everything I'm going to be talking about that I'm excited about. Like what's exciting, I guess, is it's new. It's 2, it's relevant. Like it works right now, and then also I'm going to be teaching stuff that always works. So it's more everlasting that way. Strategic approach. It's not just tactical for this year. So I will teach some cool tactical things that kind of come and go and work right now, but mostly we're going to go over a good solid system. So if you know me, I'm a systems person first and foremost. I think it's because I hate working too hard. So I don't mind hard work, but I hate when I'm churning for no reason at all. Like I'm done with the churn. I've figured it out. And here I am. I just don't, it's almost like at first I used to say I'm too, because I'm lazy. I like systems. And now I think it's the reverse. I'm lazy if I don't put a system in place.
Yeah.
I like to do it the hard way. I'm too lazy to figure it out. I don't want to stay up a little later that night and figure out a system and get the training in place, get the SOPs in place, and just get it down. That is now what I call being lazy. So
Yeah.
I've reversed that. I used to call myself lazy, and I'm like, okay, cool. There's some things I'm lazy at. Systems is not one of them, but it gives me more time for my family. It gives me more time for the things I actually care about. So that's what we'll
Yeah.
be going over. We can go in a little more depth, but that's the quick intro.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. Yeah, like I said, I think it's cool. We're gonna have you speak after, probably like near the end, because I think first couple of people we have speaking, it's like they're gonna talk about how to increase your referrals. But then the big issue is like how you can actually follow up with these people. Because I have times where I call these people, I get 10 referrals from a customer. I call them one time, or maybe the customer threw me in a group chats. I don't get a response. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to go knock doors. I'll remember to do this later. And then actually, I pulled up a notebook the other day. I had like probably 50 referrals in there that I just forgot to follow up with, that I maybe called once, maybe texted once, didn't get a response. So I'm like, all right, guess I'll just go knock more doors, where these could have been like lay down
Right.
cells. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a good point. That's a good topic. There's some things you will go over that you need to use software to some extent. There's
yeah,
a lot of good software out there too, like that'll help you. So obviously I have my own software and I'm going to promote the heck out of it. But frankly, it works on several systems can do the basics of referral. It's not like I think there's a system called Get the Referral, which is like
yeah,
literally it's a software on its own just about referrals, and it's pretty robust and you can do stuff like that. I'm just going to spit out the options now, and then I will tell you at the event, I'll go into more detail and I'll actually tell you exactly what I would do,
yeah,
where I would start if I was an individual and if I was a team.
yeah,
So but like there's Get the Referral, there's a Rep Card, there's CRMX, of course, which
yeah,
is my software. But there's all these things out there that actually work just fine. It's those are just tools though. So then
yeah,
it's about learning the system and how you're going to operate the tools. It's your skill set, it's your discipline of actually doing it. But there's this weird thing that I think, Taylor, you face every day because you're on the doors a lot. You're still training and managing and also doing other things like this for
yeah,
Solarpreneur and podcasting and all that. But you're busy on the doors too. And so there's this moment where you're like, you know what? It's easier to knock a door, or it's easier to do the thing I'm already getting leads with.
yeah,
And so there's that moment where you have to decide to change that behavior. And it's an everyday change, like it's an everyday thing. And I like to take software and make that change of behavior a little easier.
yeah,
That's how I'll put it. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's tough for door-to-door guys. Like, I remember back when you were here, Brent. I don't know if you remember this, but we did like a little farmers market show,
Yep.
and we had two guys go there, and I don't know, they got like a couple leads for the day. Maybe had a few appointments with them, but I think I went out that same day and booked like 4 appointments. Probably closed the deal that day. So I'm just like, man, why would I go to like a home show? Why would I do something different when I know I can just go out and knock a door and like
Yep.
get my leads, get my consistent appointments? But yeah, I think it's like you got to have a combination of both. And for me, what I've really liked too, and I know you'll talk about this in the event, but using these softwares, even if it's not CRMX, but a lot of them, they let you schedule out texts. Like I know I can go in
Mm-hmm.
your software CRMX and I can say, okay, this customer said to maybe text back at this time. And I'm not going to remember to text back, but I can just go and I can write the text and I can hit send, but I can specify exactly when I want it to send. And
Right.
that's been something that's been super useful to me because I don't have to like remember. I don't have to set a reminder on my phone or go text this person and just send the text now, but I have to schedule it to go out at like this certain time. And then,
Yeah.
of course, like automations and stuff too that you can.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, for me, if I took a step back on referrals, like how are we going to use software to get more referrals? It's going to be, I posted an article. I pulled it up here too, is like an article, is a post inside of a Facebook group, but it's a freaking long one.
Yeah.
I think the subtitle is, if you hate to read, you'll hate making money with this strategy. So like you got to read it. But the key, I outlined this whole process, and actually going to go into depth. That's literally what I'm going to cover when I'm at the event, and I'm going to go into detail. But it really starts with creating a raving fan to get referrals. You can ask for referrals. That's fine. And people will give you referrals even before they see results. You guys probably experienced that. And that's okay. And I don't think that's a bad idea. I just don't think it's a great strategy. It's just it's an okay idea, not a great strategy. Here's why. If you're willing to wait a little longer, and you can not ever really ask for the referral yet, and first impress them, build a relationship with them long-term, not a sales relationship. I hear a lot of sales reps say, yeah, you got to get them to know, like, and trust you, because it says that in a book. And that's true, but they don't know, like, and trust you after 2 meetings, guys.
Yeah.
There's no way they don't like you. They're pretending to like you because you pet their dog or said hi to their son and you threw a ball or kicked the ball in their yard or something. They do not like you. They know you're just there to sell them something. What gets them to like you over time is being there. So meaning in front of them after the sale happens. And so I don't mean you physically being there. I just mean you're touching base with them. So suddenly you start showing you have an actual heart. You're not there just for the transaction. But you are there for an exchange. I get that. Like, we're all there. We got to make money. But they actually see that you start caring. And so there's a process of gifting and sending things out at the right time during the installation process, specifically for solar. There's about 4 different stages that I would do. And then after that, you're asking to rate how you're doing. So in other words, you're asking them to give you their opinion. You're not just saying, I assume you like me, so we're good. You're asking, hey, could you give me some feedback? How did you like this experience? And they'll rate you. And you can use automation for all of this. And then when they do rate you, you can be like, this is awesome. Would you go give us a review? And if they give you a review, or after they give you a review, you can even ask to do a interview like this and say, will you share your experience? And we did this at Switch to Solar. And it worked really good. And we turned that whole content, we turned the interview like this into a whole podcast and content, which helped our SEO. And we had just organic build up over time. In fact, after we switched to solar, I still had access to the website because they didn't do anything with it. Like, it's not ours, but I had access, like I could see it and I could see the stats on it. I was like, our stats were going up and up and up. And it was all from the blog posts from these articles. So because it was people sharing their experience about solar, and that's what people are searching for. They want to know the truth. And so the point is you can turn it to more than just that. But now picture a customer that goes through a great experience during the install, that you touch base with them more than just closing a deal. You send some gifts to them at the right time. The company can do this too. It doesn't have to be a rep on their own. But imagine those steps where one big chunk, I'll go into detail at the event though. So I know I'm keeping this brief, but one big chunk is make a great experience. Give them a raving fan experience all the way through PTO. Okay. All right, cool. Then after step 2 or stage 2 is asking them to say, hey, how'd it go? Or what's your experience like? And will you rave about us? And that means rate us, review us, and refer is the third step after that. And so there's really 4 R's. It's from all this whole process, and I'll go through it. But the point is then I get to the referral process. And so the rate, review, and rave is what I call it. Then refer. The rave is like where they interview like this. If you want to do that, that's optional, but I think it's good if you can get some of your clients to do that. And after they review and rave about you on an interview, you then create a strategic referral system. And that, Taylor, you and I haven't even talked a lot about. We didn't even implement that much of it or like an advanced way of doing it inside of Switch to Solar. When we were doing that, we were asking for referrals more at that point, and we were getting more referrals because of our process. And we got a lot of testimonials and things like that. Well, that's cool, but taking it a step further is actually helping your customer be the hero in their neighborhood. If you can make them be the hero, that's when you'll start getting referrals, because they feel good about giving a gift to people. If you want to be the hero, this is how most sales reps think on a rep level and even a company level. You think it's good for the customer somehow that you're there to save the day. I'm going to give you guys both a referral fee. You're going to love me, and that's it. When actually that's not what motivates referrals. It's an intrinsic thing that motivates us to refer. When we're the referrer, we're trying to get somebody. We want to feel like we're giving somebody a gift. Like, hey, I got the hookup, man. I got you. That's how you need your customers to feel. And if you can get them to feel that way, you'll get more referrals. And if you can set them up where it's easy for them to like, hey, I got you, man. My neighbor's over here. Hey, I even hooked up our other neighbor. I got him a good deal. You got to talk to my boy Taylor, or however they talk, right? Like you got to talk to Taylor. In fact, I got a hookup with Taylor where I can get you a $500 gift card. Like right on after install's done, I can like give you that, or whatever that is, Taylor. I'm making something up. But you're making him the hero, and you at that point, and you build that up, and you build an army of installs that are thinking like that. That's what we'll go over. That's what we'll go over at the event. It'll be pretty fun.
No, I'm stoked. And it's cool too. Just another thing is like you can put in birthdays in there. Like I need to start doing this again, but just setting up automations, send them happy birthdays. Another one I heard from a buddy is like if they're veterans, you can put in like happy Veterans Day. You can put in anniversary, all these different things. Like imagine if you're
solar anniversary, you definitely want your solar anniversary on there. Like, hey, it's been 1 year since you got solar. Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. You want to do those types of things, right? So
and you can set up newsletters. Like most people, I don't know hardly anyone in solar doing these things, but one of the other speakers, Ashton Buswell, he sends out like Christmas cards. He's sending out like customer newsletters, and I don't even think he's really using software. He's just a really organized guy.
He's not. I know he's not. I know he's not, because he called. We had a call. Ashton will tell you. We had a call. He's like, "Hey, I heard that you might organize some things." He hasn't done it yet, Ashton. But like maybe he has, but not. He hasn't called me back. But like he does. He's very good at that, and he's built a lot of business from that, as he'll show you at the event. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he did like 21 deals in a day, and he'll pop off like 30 in a month that are like 75% from referrals. So it's like he just goes through his list, starts texting, hey, we got a promotion going on, who do you know? And so it's powerful stuff. But I mean, if you can organize it, that's what I'm trying to do. It just makes life so much easier than trying to like remember all these things and have it in notebooks. So that's the power of it, and I'm excited for you to talk about that. And even if you're not using software, I think there's still things we're talking about that you can implement and help organize things. Like we got Rep Card coming too, so that's like, I know that's like a easier software for some people if they don't want to get into like CRMs and these crazy automations and everything.
Right. No, Rep Card's awesome for referrals and just making it, but also simple to send them your information, and people can push a button to just refer. It has some cool features. So
definitely. So anyways, guys, I'm super excited. It's going to be an awesome event. And last couple things here before we wrap up this live. Oscar just joins, so hopefully you can listen from the beginning, Oscar. But we're talking about how to use software to 10x your referrals, to be more organized, follow up with the referrals. And Brent, I know we were talking before we started this, but you have a special offer. We're doing a little Easter special. So I got 2 things we're doing for anyone that wants to grab their tickets for the event, if you have not already. And there's 2 ways to get the ticket. The first is you can use our coupon code Taylor, and you're going to get a free ticket to the event. The second is you can go to our website, bootcamp.solarpreneurs.com, and you can purchase a ticket there. So
let's back up, Taylor. Yeah. Are you going into detail of the first one? Because SolarCon is what you're talking about there, right?
Yeah. SolarCon. So purchase the ticket with the coupon code Taylor, and then you're going to get the receipt. All you do is send us a copy of the receipt. Sorry, that wasn't clear. So
I just want to make sure. Yeah, go to here. I'll spell it out because
Okay, go for
I've
it.
been spelling this out. So, step one, if you want a free ticket to the event, right? A free ticket to this to Taylor's event, then which is $297, right, Taylor? The standard one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want a free ticket to that event, don't go to the page scrolling down there. Don't even go there yet. Go to attendsolarcon.com. Buy your SolarCon ticket with a coupon code, just Taylor, just his name Taylor with it, just how it's spelled on screen, LOR. At the end. So that's how you get. And then when you do that, as long as you buy it with his coupon code, don't buy it without the coupon code, then you would then go tell Taylor. You can go to his website or email him, or however the website instructs you how to do it, to Taylor's website to get your ticket. You just have to redeem your ticket and just say, hey, I purchased my coupon code. Here's my receipt. Essentially, you just have to prove that. And then you're registered. And now you can go the day before SolarCon, which is the 17th, right? That's your referral boot camp. That is on the 17th. So hopefully that makes sense. It sounds a little complicated, but it's not, because you save $300. So you might as well just go purchase it with Taylor, then go back and say, hey, I want my free ticket to the boot camp. What's cool about this, Taylor, that we haven't really talked about, not on this podcast, but I haven't talked about it yet, is it's going to be fun hanging out the day before, actually.
Yeah.
Like, come to the
aquarium too.
Yeah, at the aquarium. It's just a cool place. You're gonna see it's a smaller group. I get a little overwhelmed. I don't know about everyone listening. I get a little like overwhelmed with a big crowd. So to warm myself up with a little crowd of people that some of them I know, and some of them are kind of big players in the industry, that's nice. Like, it's more of networking and personal conversations before and after the boot camp. That's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that as well. So there's a lot of benefits. Of course, the main one being learn how to get more sales through referrals, but there's a lot of benefits to go into that. I just wanted to point that out because I don't think people realize it's going to be a cool networking event, and you're going to meet some of the top players. Usually at these events, guys, top people go because they're always looking for the edge. So if you're just getting started and you're not a top person, like, go get around them. That's the best way to do it. So
yeah, definitely. Thanks, Brent. And the second thing is we're capping it. We're keeping it like pretty tight knit, pretty small group. So we're not going to have a ton of people there. So that's why we're trying to have people get their tickets early. Probably no more than 50 people. We can't scare the sharks. I don't know if I told you this, Brent, but they actually don't let us like blast music super loud because the sharks are literally right behind us where we're speaking. So like, yeah, you can't be shining lights super bright. You can't have like super loud music blasting because you're gonna make the sharks mad. They're gonna jump out of the cage or whatever. So I'm like, I actually didn't know that. Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna keep it pretty tight knit. So make sure you grab your tickets before you run out of spots. We are filling up. And then the second way you can get it is this one. It's just bootcamp.solarpreneurs.com. And if you're not going to SolarCon, either way, just come to this. We're doing an Easter special, so I'll put this in the notes, but we're doing 30% off till the end of Easter, so that's today and tomorrow. You just need to use the code Easter at checkout. You're going to get 30% off your tickets if you just want to come to the boot camp. So that's a little bonus we're doing.
Which is smart, Brent, too.
Yep. And then I know you got one other bonus for anyone that grabs their tickets this Easter for the Easter special. Brent is also throwing out a little bonus. So Brent, do you want to talk about that? What they can get if they go grab their ticket this weekend?
Yep. Yeah. Don't forget, this is urgent. So just make your decision and get it, because the bonus goes away. So that's our way of kicking you in the butt and saying, go get it now. Stop waiting till 3 days before the event to make a choice. And this is just the boot camp. So you don't have to, even if you don't want to go to SolarCon, you want to come to the boot camp. That's fine. Especially those of you can within driving distance for the boot camp. This would be a good idea. And you're not going to SolarCon, that is. So the bonus that I'm going to give is actually my follow-up script pack, which I sell all the time for $300. Okay. So it's 112 proven follow-up scripts for each stage of follow-up. There's 4 stages or 4 phases of follow-up that I teach. And there it has all the scripts and more. It has scripts for the long-term follow-up. So even at the short-term follow-up, the long-term follow-up, how to get people to appointments, how to remind them the right way, different things, every type of script you can think of, 112 really good scripts. Even down to some of the DM messaging that you can do, like on social media and so on how to follow up with them there and how you can have a personal conversation and keep going there. So it's pretty cool. It's $299 usually what we sell it for. And that's what you'll get for free if you purchase within, when is it though? The end of tomorrow or on or Monday?
End of tomorrow. Yep. Okay. So midnight tomorrow.
Midnight tomorrow.
Yep. I put a $297 value, so sorry, I shorted you to $2 there, Brent.
But all right, it's all right. I might have said $297. I don't know. I mean,
yep. So guys, yeah. So yep, grab your tickets. It's gonna be a bomb event, and it's like 6-hour event. So we're not trying to overwhelm people with like 12 hours of content. Like there's gonna be some networking. There's gonna be a cool lunch during it. We're getting catered lunch and all that. So yeah, really it's just going to be networking, learning how to 10x your referrals, and it's going to be a ton of value brought. So hopefully everyone can join us at the event. I'm looking forward to it. So go grab your ticket this weekend. You're going to get a handful of bonuses. And yeah, I'm excited, Brent. So thanks for helping us on the live here today. And you're lucky it's raining cats and dogs here. So that's why I like referrals, because when it's raining like that, yeah, I literally got like a flood warning on my phone that.
Oh, really? Wow.
It's like flood and stuff. So I'm like, man, it'd be nice to have some referrals coming in right now, so I don't have to go knock flash.
Well, while you go get some referrals and it's raining, I'm going to a nice sunny day in Florida to watch my son play baseball, baby. That's where I'm going.
All right. Love it. Well, my kid was supposed to have a baseball game this morning too, but got canceled.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. But okay. Well, thanks for letting us pick your brain for a minute, Brent, and I hope your kid wins the game. And we'll see everybody at the boot camp. Thanks again.
Thanks, Taylor.